Hi guys, how's it going? Welcome to day 19 of Camp Nanowrimo. I hope this video finds you well and that you've been writing. Okay, so I'm in a little bit of a weird mood today because at my work we listen to NPR all the time just to have something on in the background while we're kind of like watching the dogs, and also so that they have something to listen to while they're just hanging out in their little rooms. And so basically for 8 hours today I've been listening to the live coverage of the events unfolding in Boston, and there's like the suspect shootout and they're cornering him and he's in a boat right now and there's gunshots firing and it's all very stressful, and it just put me in this really weird mood. And plus my mom's hair is falling out because she had chemo for her cancer, and so I'm going to be going wig shopping with her tomorrow. And yeah, this is my life. I don't even know what's going on. So kind of like writing is the furthest thing from my mind right now, and vlogging too, and so it's just a weird day. But it is Friday Night Writes, which is exciting, so maybe I'll get to kind of escape and do some sprints tonight, hopefully, and get caught up on my word count. Ha! Yeah, that needs to happen. Okay, so for lighter news, I wanted to show you kind of like a mini book haul, what I'm reading at the moment. So let's get started. My boyfriend and I are reading the Gunslinger by Stephen King, which is the first in the Dark Tower series. And so we both bought the ebook, and that was like maybe a month ago. And he doesn't like reading books with me because he thinks I'm a really fast reader, and so he thinks I'll always go ahead of him. And I don't like reading books with him because he doesn't read very often, and so he goes really slow. But we want to read this series together, and so yeah, so we both bought the ebook, and then I realized I don't really like ebooks that much. I don't know, that's a different video. But anyways, I went to the library and got a copy, and this is pretty cool. So yeah. And so that's one book that I'm reading right now. And it's interesting for me because I am usually a one book type of person at a time. So it's kind of weird to be starting another book. But since he's being so slow, I had to go and get something else. So I treated myself to this beautiful thing. Oh my goodness. 3 novels by the Bronte sisters. Jane Eyre, Wuthering Heights, and Agnes Grey. Look how gorgeous this is. It has gold leaves and little purple flowers, and it's like this amazing hardcover book, and then there's gold leafed pages, and there's even like this awesome pink ribbon that you use as your bookmark. And just, sorry, I'm nerding out about how pretty this book is. But this has never been opened before, and so when you like flip through the pages, they're all kind of stuck together, and can you hear that? Sounds amazing. Oh, there, this is pretty too. Anyways, so I got this because I was in the mood to read a Victorian era novel, and I've started a couple Dickens novels this year, but it hasn't really worked out for me, so I loved Jane Eyre, and I'm going to reread it, and then I'm going to read Wuthering Heights and then Agnes Grey, because I haven't read those other two, and my main character, my main character's name is Adley Grey, so I should probably read the story that it's sort of based off. Not really, but sort of. But anyways, it's a pretty book. Oh my goodness. And The starts of the chapters have beautiful letterings, and it's pretty. Anyways, there's like a million pages in this, so that'll take me a while. And then, to sort of geek out even more, I wanted to start, like, collecting, kind of quotes and phrases that inspire me, and also, some, like, write down words that I don't know, which is pretty rare, but especially in older novels, like Victorian novels and stuff, I'll come across a word that I don't know. And so I thought I would write it down in a little journal along with some quotes while I'm reading and look up the definition, and then kind of challenge myself to use those new words that I'm learning in my writing, and maybe that will like inspire something. That'd be cool. So anyways, I got this huge journal, and it is like red leather. I love it. It is very soft. And there's graph paper inside. And it's really, really tiny and awesome. And it's all bound together and it's beautiful. And it's pretty intimidating, I have to admit. But I really want to actually use a pretty journal for once in my life and not be intimidated to death by how gorgeous it is. Yeah, I remember my first moleskin. I know I might be saying that wrong, but the first one I ever used was graph paper on the inside, and I actually wrote in it a lot, and that was probably like 7 years ago, and it was graph paper, and I wrote my, you know, kind of stupid thoughts and feelings and ideas and, you know, snippets of conversation that I'd overheard and stuff like that. And I think the graph paper kind of like works with my little OCD brain and keeps everything in check, and then if I need to like go down a line and everything, it can all be evenly spaced. So yeah, I just wanted to show you my beautiful purchases that are making me happy right now. And I tweeted that I was starting to read Jane Eyre again by the candlelight, and rain was coming in my window, and I was reading in my bed, and yeah, it was like the perfect moment, and made me really happy because the first time I read Jane Eyre, I read it outside during the summer with candlelight, and it wasn't raining, but it sort of took me back into that zone. So I hope I can recreate a great reading experience and really get back into reading, because I haven't finished a book in a really long time. So I'm hoping that pretty books and pretty candles and pretty journals will get me back into the mood, and yeah, hopefully distract me from all of the crappy stuff that's going on right now. Yeah, I hope that you guys are having an awesome night, and hopefully you'll get some words done. And I'd love a comment or a video response showing me what you're reading right now and what you're using to kind of distract you from all the crappy stuff that's going on in the world right now. Yeah. I love you. I adore you. I thank you from the bottom of my heart for watching my videos, and I will see you tomorrow.